Tune to this. Just quickly, I'm using my Fender G deck with like a Marshall style sound, a little bit of reverb, and chorus. Flying High again. It's based around 3 chords, A, G, and D. So your first chord is an A power chord. Now, the next chord is like a D chord with an F sharp here. You can do it that way if you like. So basically A here, even A major if you want to get. And all I'm doing is I'm keeping this A down. You take your second finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. You're taking this guy and putting on the D string 4th. So in a way, you kind of got like a blues thing. That kind of deal. Then you got A. You can go back to this if you want, or you can just do D. G. And then you got 2 single notes, B and C, and then back to D. You can play D as in with that F sharp, or you can be a badass and let it be open. I don't think it's gonna matter too much which way you go. You got a G or a C here. It's like think of it as like a C power chord, but with just the top 2. And I call it the G and D 2 stringers. So you got 5 and then open, which is basically a C and a G. Or you can do this, you can do that, or you can go. Bit of tugging on the G note, low E, 3rd fret. And that's basically the G and the D, 8, 7, 8, 7, 5. Okay, so it's Mama's Gonna Worry. So it's like A, E, G, A. And you got this big, it's like I call it the Pete Townsend A chord. So you get your pinky on the 2 strings at the 5th fret. It's like that version of a G, but up an A. So I do that, I go A, E, G, A. Slight tug on the G. And then you got a D sus. So you take this guy here, you put that in the D area, which is gonna be D, G, B at the 7. But then you take this guy, put it at the 8th of the B, and you play everything but the 2 E strings. So it's basically like lift up that guy, slide the whole thing down, a full step. So nice and slow. Now, I do it like that, but you can go like that, whatever feels nice for you. And I also use this 3rd finger here. Now A should be ringing out, the A string should be ringing out the whole time. And if you want to add a G to get back into it, feel free. Now we're in the F sharp area. Bass is just going, I think, from like F sharp to D, which is that. It's that typical, you know, F sharp to D, A to F. It's that span that's everywhere in metal. But instead of playing, you know, just like I call it dressing it up, or as Frank Zappa would call it, putting the eyebrows on it. Just because the bass player's, you know, droning on an F sharp, the guitar player can do something totally different, and Randy Rhoads decided to do these, I guess they're double stops. Thanks, Jack Gardner. I finally know what they're called. Double stops. This is an F sharp minor one. Go up, so basically D string 4 and this first finger G to 2. Go full step. And your next one, so there's minor ones and there's major ones. That's a major one. And that one is going to be D7, G6. And that's the switch I'd make. I'd go back down, up again, now play a D chord, and then play a D chord again, but more full. So this is just this, and then let's add to it. Get the A string in there and the high E in there. Let me just play it for you slow once. And it's just a fuller D chord on the second half. You know those, and Randy loved those. G string 5, 4 and 2. You know those, I did it earlier. It's a, what is that? 2-stringer, G and D, 8-7, 8-7, 5, and a lot of, not a lot of picking, but a lot of sliding. In the simplest terms, you're going A, C, D, G, C, but you're just kind of dressing it up a little bit. And that's just 2 stringers on the G and D, 5-4, picked. That's just a C power chord. G, C, open 2 stringers, 0-5. Come on and join me. Solo on another video. I think that's the whole song. At the very end, there's some sort of and that's basically these notes. So like you can even do it there if you want. What is that? B and high E. It's 3-5-5, 3-5-5, 3. You can do it here for more control. You can do it here. Now it's at G. I'm just using G and B strings instead of these two. I guess you can do this one up at the 15 and 17. You'd probably only want to do that if you've got two guitar players. If you want to know the chords over the solo, so your buddy's playing the solo and you're playing the rhythm, let's go. F sharp, D, F sharp, D, A, to F, to D, to A sharp, E, C, A, to F. I honestly think that's it. Talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.